Hey everyone, I'm Art.
Hello, I'm Kevin.
And today we're going to be watching
Wonder Woman!
Now, how long has this been in development for? It's been about 2 years, I think, eh?
I think so.
2 years of everyone nipping their buds hoping that DC would make a good movie.
Yes, and apparently they have succeeded. We will be the judges of that.
Well, they succeeded from Man of Steel.
They did. They succeeded tremendously with Batman vs Superman.
Yes, they did. Ultimate Edition.
Ultimate Edition. And then, I don't know what Suicide Squad was, but let's just forget that ever happened for now.
Still, every time I think about that movie,
It just doesn't make sense.
I want to stab myself in the eye.
Yeah, to me it just doesn't need to be there.
I don't count it.
Nothing happened in it that's going to affect anything, well, that we know of yet, I suppose. But
Yeah.
all signs point to the fact that that movie is just something else.
They could do Flashpoint just to get rid of Suicide Squad and keep everything else.
Well, they're probably going to do Flashpoint to get rid of everything and start again. That's the best way for DC to reboot.
But the new comics, it's the Watchmen guy.
Watchmen, yeah, it's the Blue Manhattan Man.
Yeah, Dr.
Penis
Manhattan. He's the one that could reset everything, because that's what
Yeah,
he's been doing.
that's what's been happening. It's quite interesting.
Yeah. So, what do we expect?
I am going to say that I am expecting something quite magical. I think it's going to be visually very nice. I expect that Patty Jenkins has used more Zack Snyder vision than Zack Snyder has for anything in the DCU yet. And yeah, I'm expecting I will enjoy it.
I'm expecting a Marvel movie,
That's what he's expecting.
because everyone seems to like it.
But you know what? I actually think that critics and people just hate Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
That's what I
definitely.
think. Yeah.
I was actually chatting to, I can't remember who it was, but I was chatting to a buddy of mine, and I said that after pondering about all these Marvel films and the DCs and stuff like that, Man of Steel and BVS weren't really made for kids.
No, they're not.
And I think that's why people don't
Yeah,
like it so much.
probably.
And I think it
Maybe they
gave
weren't expecting that.
Zach probably had more of liberty to tell the story like the way he did,
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
decisions that he made, because it wasn't like for that big
But-
market. I think he was
Yeah.
definitely taking a gamble, which
Took
I
a-
appreciate.
Yes, me too.
I mean, like, think about it. The villains of the Marvel movies versus the only two existing
Yeah.
before Wonder Woman DC movies.
Yeah. No, they're all pale. They're all lame.
Like, Zod was like, it was the Earth or nothing.
Yeah.
And BVS, it was pretty much everyone was a villain.
Yeah.
Which I think was
Superman
cool.
was a villain, Batman's a villain, Lex is a villain, Doomsday is a thing.
Yeah, but the thing I'm worried about this one is that the villain is going to be very Marvel-esque. Like, it's going to be doing something, but it's not really going to have any impact or any fear or any chance that shit will go down, because, you know, it's like one of those kind of villains which I think they were most successful in Man of Steel with, other than and that's what I'm fearing.
Well, just remember that Zack Snyder did come up with the story for this.
Yeah, you know, directors, they like to change stuff.
They do.
And she was going to be doing the sequel to Thor, and she
That's
turned away
right.
from that. Because she said, I don't think I could make a good movie out of the script they gave me.
Yeah, exactly.
Which they still haven't.
Evidently nobody could.
But yeah.
But it's nice though, at least she was, you know, she's got that right mentality, because she was gunning for Thor because it's mythological and it's all of this cool, not earthbound type of thing, and then now she's doing Wonder Woman, which is basically the Thor of DC. Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I think she'll do a good job.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for female directors. I mean, only like about 5 or 6 years ago, I learned that Point Break was a
that was
female
Catherine
director.
Bigelow, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was Catherine Bigelow. The chick who did, she won the Oscar for that war movie, 0.30. What's it?
I don't know.
And she was married to James Cameron and all that shit.
This was directed by Catherine Bigelow, yeah.
I know my shit.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So let's hope Patty Jenkins, I'm actually very sure Patty Jenkins will do a Bigelow and pull out a stunner.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're gonna go watch that now, and we'll give you our thoughts as usual afterwards. And yeah, so we'll see you in a bit.
Catch you there.
Wonder Woman.
And we are back!
What did you think?
I loved it.
What did you love about it? Tell me.
As you, I was very worried that it was going to be Marvelized. But I have to say that up until that last fight scene with Ares, it didn't even feel like a superhero movie to me. It felt like just a normal movie. And then I started thinking, well, that's what they set out from the beginning. They always said they wanted to make movies with superheroes in it, whereas Marvel makes superhero movies and try to be a little bit something extra. But to me, this felt great. It felt well directed, well written. Not much wrong with it, I don't think. Not a lot wrong. Just, yeah, one or two things, obviously, but every movie's gonna have that. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I had a big smile on my face at the end.
Okay.
While I was taking a whiz.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
What did you think?
To be totally honest, I didn't really think that much of it. But I will say, there was a lot of parts, a lot of elements which I really did like a lot when they take on that front.
Yes.
Where she takes initiative, and
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really cool. I think that was actually probably my favorite part of the movie.
It was very nice. It was very nicely done.
But I thought it had a lot of Marvel stuff in it, actually. I mean, like, okay, firstly, superhero movies are never going to be cinematic masterpieces. Ever. Not even Batman v Superman is going to be a cinematic masterpiece. It's all what you get out of it. You got something out of it. What I was watching is like, I understand that it's an origin movie, and it's also not an origin movie. But they also had to explain a lot of stuff. Which I thought this movie was very exposition heavy.
It was,
like,
yes.
a ton.
I agree on that. But they didn't do it in a cheesy way.
I don't know, some parts were, I thought.
I thought it wasn't.
Overall, I think Chris Pine was the best part of the movie. He portrayed the most skill in what he was doing.
Yes, he was a delight to watch.
Yeah, he portrayed the most
He was
skill.
just very Chris Piney though.
Yeah, but that's not a problem. When I was watching him, I wasn't thinking Captain Kirk.
I did a few times.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially the part about my father is the reason, something about the reason he's in the war, and then I was like, come on.
Okay, maybe, but I didn't pick that up. Gal Gadot was,
I thought she was
Rad.
delightful.
in some parts she wasn't so strong, but I think that's also partly of her command of the English language.
Yes.
A lot of foreigners that are having to do predominantly English-speaking parts, you sometimes see like they do well in some scenes, and sometimes when it's they struggle. And it's, I'm not saying she sucked at any point. It was just she had ups and downs.
Yeah. Well, she's also very
she
new.
didn't hit. There wasn't actually any bad performances in this at all.
Only except some of those background Amazonians.
Yeah,
specifically the one that had a line for some reason, and I don't know why anyone gave her a line. She comes from the back, and I don't remember what she said, but I just went, oh god.
Yeah.
She was taking witness.
Yeah.
Especially when you got Connie Nielsen acting up a fucking storm, and then this woman, Amazonian lady, comes from the back and mutters something terrible. Yeah, and then as soon as the great, whatever his name is, the guy who plays the bad guy in the end, we won't reveal spoilers yet, but when he becomes the bad guy, that's when he lost me. Up until then, he was very commanding.
Yeah, but that was also very exposition. We're going to get into that in spoilers.
It was like
in a minute
James Bond villain.
Yeah, it was like giving away.
Literally explained everything. Yeah, in a way, it was that, especially that ending bit. But I think it also allowed, Steve Trevor and the guys to.
Yeah,
it was a lot of. They needed the time to get this right, and luckily this villain was explaining a whole load of shit.
Yeah.
But so I didn't really mind it. And talking about Gal Gadot, I thought she was lovely. She certainly wasn't what every fanboy was saying before the movie came out that she's completely wooden, doesn't know how to act. I thought, you know, there were some great scenes there with her. Yeah, she expressed that sort of charm, that like confusion about the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like those are peaks. Like the beginning, like the whole bit. You needed to see that to see where she was coming from. So I know that it's a difficult thing, and you never can get past it without having exposition heavy language.
But they did do it in a nice PowerPoint presentation way. I like how they did it.
Yeah, but it was like looking at a picture in a book, and then with the imagination telling the story instead of like, look at all the stuff that I'm presenting you. Like Guardians and Man of Steel. Where it's like I've spent hours, and Logan with that video thing. That woman is an amazing video editor. Remember on the cell phone?
No, I do not remember anything from that movie.
Anyways, it's like these people.
It was too boring.
These people set up so much time in developing these PowerPoint presentations to tell everybody this background story. And this one, you saw that she was putting her imagination into the story that's being told us through these pictures. And I thought that was a lot better than the other ones. Her journey was rad. You get to see like where she's learning, and then she becomes cocky, and then she doesn't know what's happening, and then she has to step up and like, you know, make a choice, which was rad. Overall, yeah, it was pretty good, but I think we should get into spoilers now because I'm really struggling not to talk about that stuff. There's going to be a time marker. Skip to that for the end when we give our verdict. We'll see you now. I was speaking about exposition.
Exposition.
What the hell is the point of fighting the big bad when the big bad is basically training her to fight him and kill him? I was like, what the hell is he doing? He's like training her how to be the god that no one's told her about. And then he goes like, what? She's gonna kill me? What the hell was that?
Maybe that was his plan the whole time.
He wanted her to help him destroy humans.
But maybe he thought by getting her more and more angry, that's what he was trying to do. And then all of a sudden she had that moment.
Yeah, I get that.
I love you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And then she lets Dr. Funny Face go.
Yeah, Dr. Poison.
Yeah, oh, funny face.
But you know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean.
It's like it could have easily just said some stuff and it's like, oh, she's not going to follow me, but wipe her out. Ares was rad to see him like put his whole thing together from all the tanks and
shit.
That was cool.
Oh.
Instead of him just like, oh wait, I'm just going to go to my backpack and get my uniform quickly.
I noticed one little bit where that must have been a reshoot or something.
What?
You know when she stabs the dude on the top?
Yeah.
And then
no blood?
Yeah, but it's PG, so you can't have blood. Anyways, then she's on the landing and Ares is in the room there. And then she's walking, and then I thought to myself, she needs to get her sword.
Yeah.
But they don't show her getting her sword. They'll just see like her half landing on the landing again with the sword in her hand. And I thought to myself, fuck, I bet you that's like some sort of reshoot where they had to, they realized, oh fuck,
it's we don't have the sword. Long or something.
Give her the sword all of a sudden, because it just seemed weird. That was the only time I went, eek.
Yeah, I thought the same thing actually.
Yeah, but I can't really think of any other time where I was literally like, fuck, I don't know what that's weird. Yeah, I wonder if they shouldn't have left Ares out of this one.
No, but you have to have a villain because everyone wants a freaking villain. That's why I'm saying this is very much like a Marvel film. Although this guy was, he caused the world war, so he probably did more damage than all the Marvel movie characters before.
Including Thanos.
Killed the most people, 25 million.
Yes.
So this was a pretty formidable bad guy to have, and I think Ares was needed in there. But I don't know. It's like it almost felt like it felt slow in the beginning. The middle was picking up pace, and then it sort of like dropped down, and then the end was the big fight scene, and then it was like, okay, let you teach me while I'm trying to beat you up, and then all of a sudden I know how to have all my powers and things, because click from where, I don't know. So
well,
I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
The hero's journey.
I think I'll have to watch this movie a few times to get everything.
I'd have to watch it again.
I will say that you did feel the connection building up between her and Steve Trevor.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
and then when he like offed himself at the end by blasting the gas canisters, I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty sad kind of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. I can't remember exactly where in the movie it was, but I was like, I read a half review, and somebody had mentioned it's very like Batman Beginsy, and something happened. And I was like, that's probably what made it. But I fucking can't remember what it was.
Yeah. I heard people say this is like a Richard Donner Superman.
No, it wasn't anything like that. I think it was just maybe a bit inspired by it.
In one scene, the glasses. And in the alleyway.
That's,
exactly,
of course.
That's where they got it. But that's the only thing.
But that's cute though.
No, it's cool. I liked it.
But I think but the glasses thing she did, that's how she is in the comics in the olden days.
No, but the only thing that people pick up on and say, oh, this is like the Superman movie, it was only just that one section of the movie.
It's a nice homage.
Yeah, it wasn't like a Superman movie.
Homage.
And I liked how they made you think that she could fly, but she can't actually fly.
That's another thing. Yeah, I realized that. A lot of people are like, oh, what's she flying? She's flying in the trailer. How come she can fly there? You can't fly in BVS. This movie sucks. Which is obviously not the case when you watch the movie and you know it's actually fucking going on. You bunch of... Jeez, that ending was Zack Snyder though.
That was.
I was like, oh man, Zacky boy.
That was in the book of like Style Guide for DC movies, written by Zack Snyder.
The only story he provided to this thing was that last end sequence.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I thought that British secretary lady was not nearly as annoying as I thought she would be, because basically all of the scenes she has in the movie were in the trailer. So
yeah, like every single one.
Every single one, yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
No, but every time she was on, it was like a comedy.
It was a joke.
It was a joke.
Make us laugh, woman.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you give this movie?
I give it 1 thumbs up for really being pretty awesome to watch. The story was pretty good. Visuals were great. The CGI was CGI, but it didn't look that bad actually. I thought it didn't look too bad until that last fight. But anyway. So thumbs up for all round awesome time I had, and then semi for like the things that are a little bit iffy. But mostly great movie in my opinion.
This is hard, bro. Because my heart wants to give it 2 thumbs up. But I'm gonna have to give it 2 semis.
Thought so.
2 semis. It's just like the story was decent, but the way it was portrayed was too exposition for my liking. I just felt like I was spoon-fed everything and I didn't have to think, and I was like, so that took me out of it a bit. And the other bit was just like, I don't know, maybe it could be just disappointment from expecting too much. That was why I said that I have to watch it again, like after some time away, and then just properly watch it. But at the moment, for me, 2 semis. Yeah, so that's what we think of it. I reckon you should go watch it.
Definitely.
If you didn't like Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, you'll love this.
Probably.
If you like Man of Steel and BVS, you'll like this a lot. If you like Man of Steel, absolutely adore Batman v Superman for everything that's magical and splendid and so fucking awesome about it, you'll think this is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a long one.
Cool. Well, what do you think about this moving forward for DC though?
This movie was very much a standalone. I don't think this gives too much of what's coming forward.
Yeah, but I think in terms of with Jeff Johns and is it John Berg? Yeah.
Jeff Johns stepping in,
coming in and executive producing. Is this the way forward? Should they have stuck to their guns?
I think they should have stuck to their guns.
I also kind of feel like
I think Justice League, like you mentioned before, like Deborah Snyder said that it was the plan for it to have more hope.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna chuck in too much hope and lightheartedness in it for it to actually work with Man of Steel and BVS as a trilogy kind of concept.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna sacrifice it. I think they should have stuck to their guns and not listened to anybody.
I think they should have stuck to their guns until the end after Justice League.
Yeah, and when Zack Snyder's finished and it's like, okay, that's his movies. If you didn't like it, fuck, whatever, who gives a shit?
And then they can just come in with a bit more a few more elements in the next few movies.
Yeah, because I think once Justice League is out, then they will see the arcs that then Man of Steel will make sense to them, and BVS will make sense to them. It's just people wanted to see Batman, and they see like, why he like murders everybody, is because we're jumping into him as Batman already with his whole history behind him, which they did show you, and it's like, why can't you understand that he's jaded? What do you need exposition to tell you this nonsense?
So much exposition.
You know, it's like they just want to see Batman be like, you know, I'm Batman, instead of this guy is like, I've got this Batman suit on, but I'm gonna take down the super guy because I don't trust him, and it's like, I don't trust anybody. If you're in my way, I'll pot you.
And that's more Batman than anything Batman ever.
Yeah, he is jaded. Even
people.
Alfred even said so. Yeah, so like, I think there's nothing wrong with Batman v Superman. No. But I think with all the backlash they were given because people wanted Marvel movies with that shit, Justice League I feel is going to be compromised.
A little bit, yeah.
And that's not putting a smile on my face, because I can see the compromise coming into Wonder Woman, where it was going in that line. So okay, you guys want more of a straightforward.
But even so,
less conceptual.
I mean, this Wonder Woman movie didn't just happen like this now.
No, of course not.
It's been in plans for a long time.
Yeah.
So the compromise, I don't think hasn't overwhelmed the way the movie went. Could be purely because I know the fact that a movie takes more than 2 years to brew itself, and obviously BVS came out last year. Yeah, last year. So the plans for this movie was already in place. The script was probably there already.
I'm probably looking for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like aware of it. So that's probably why I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways, one more point.
Yes.
What I mentioned to you in the cinema.
Yes.
Because the Justice League trailer was on.
Yes.
And that scene where Aquaman comes into the Batmobile and Batman looks up and smiles.
Yeah.
I hope that's for the trailers, because I hope in the actual movie, Batman looks up and says, "Stop your fucking shit." Or like, "Is everything a fucking joke to you?"
Yeah, that would be amazing.
That would be great.
Why you have to be such a fucking joke all the time?
Why are you such a joke? Stop being a joke.
I hope in that scene as well, when he jumps off, there'll be more parademons, because it looks very empty.
Yeah, I reckon it'll fill up a bit by the time it comes out.
Yeah. But I'm reserved with Justice League, that's for sure. Okay, so I think we've had enough talking.
Right.
If you've actually watched up to this point, well done. You've got nothing to do. Absolutely nothing.
And we will not give you anything.
We try to do that. We try to give away free shit. None of you actually pitched in.
Nobody.
Actually, not fair. That one dude.
Yeah, we never did anything. Fuck him.
We were supposed to give him a postcard.
Sorry.
Or was it Durban? He was in Durban.
I don't know.
Or was it that guy in Norway?
No, certainly wasn't Norway. I don't know anyone from Norway.
Anyway,
except for the Norse.
The Norse gods. Yeah.
For me, you're Norse.
Okay, so yeah.
Ooh. Good night, and fare thee well.
Yes.
We'll see you with Spider-Man.
Yes. Spider-Man. Oh god.
Iron Man versus.
Before we go, since no one's watching, it doesn't fucking mean anything.
Yeah.
Don't you think Iron Man is taking too much away from Spider-Man? Because like Spider-Man was supposed to be like inventive. He made his like
web shooters, did all of this shit himself.
Like his suit, all that stuff is supposed to be his stuff. But like he made the web shooters before.
Obviously, yeah.
Fair enough.
Must be.
But now he's got that thing. Now he's got the suit with all that stuff. The web shooters was given to him. It's like modified. It's like, and then that's not very Spider-Man.
So he becomes the hero. It gets taken away from him.
Yeah, we've seen
and he has to come back. Give me a go back.
We could probably do a review of the movie just by the trailer.
Right, we just got back from watching Spider-Man. What are your thoughts, Art?
I thought it fucking sucked.
Yeah, it was terrible. I mean, it was just basically Iron Man with a little help from
he comes back from Avengers and he's got his suit and he's showing it off, and then he tries to like say something, but then he stuffs up this boat thing, and then Iron Man comes there to save the day, and he goes like, "I'm taking the suit away from you because you're being like stupid," and it's like,
And then Michael Keaton's like, I'm not Batman.
Yes, and then he's gonna take him down, and then there's that plane thing which was pretty badass.
Wow, that looks amazing.
And then like
I mean, it looked amazing.
And then I can probably guarantee Iron Man is gonna come back.
Iron
He's gonna
Man
go
will
like,
come back.
"Hey kid!"
Yo, kid.
Throw him something, and he's gonna jump up in the air, and it's gonna
I'm
like
sick and tired of helping
it's gonna
you.
be like a ring, and then it's gonna shoot, and he's gonna go like, "I got you now, freaking Vulture, Batman guy," and then he's
Vulture.
gonna like.
And
Snick, and then
You know what I found really annoying about that movie though?
what?
The ridiculous comic relief fat guy.
Oh yeah, the guy's like, oh, I want to have your suit on.
Yeah,
And
can I
then,
wear
like,
your suit? It's like looks more like
and it's like
Jabba the Hutt.
just has to be building like the Death Star out of Legos because Legos is cool and
Legos
Star
is
Wars
totes
is cool.
cool,
And
bro.
then it's like, oh, I'm gonna piss off all the people watching this and drop it. I'm like, oh,
what a dick.
yeah, what a
Anyways,
yeah,
hated that movie.
Suck.
2 thumbs down. Fuck you.
yeah.
Anyways,
Okay, now we got it. Okay.
Stan Lee just died. No, I'm kidding. Fuck.
Jesus, dude.
Horrible. Why isn't he dead yet though?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, fucking Chris Cornell's dead, but Stan Lee's still alive. This is a travesty.
I'm not putting that in. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'll let you guess it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jokes. Hashtag orkies.
Okay. So.
Okay. Alright, goodbye.
Okay. Yeah. No. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Fuck off.
Bye. Bye.